Okay, boys and girls, this is part 2 of our parabola project. Now, we have already used some of our lessons to practice using our measurements, our x-axes and our y-axes, and using a ruler to do our straight lines to create an optical illusion where our straight lines eventually create this curved parabola. But what we're going to do today is our cosmic background. So we take the parabola, we put that to the side, and we take a clean piece of watercolor paper, and we're going to do a technique called wet on wet. Now we're going to spray very lightly our watercolor paper, just lightly, and wet on wet is when we apply wet paint to a wet surface. Now you're listening to me spraying here, but what I'm doing is actually I'm making my palette wet as well, so it makes it a lot easier when I apply the paint. And I'm going to start. What I want you to do is to start from the center and using a brush dab some colors, and you see how you get that wet on wet effect, how it's blending, it's marrying together. And this is where you take the straw and then you blow. And we're trying to create a very abstract but cosmic effect. As we move out to the outer edges, you're going to incorporate darker colors. So we start light in the center, your parabola is going to be stuck onto the center, and as we go to the outer edges, we make it heavier. Again, just going to do sections at a time, and then I'm going to blow. And we're going to continue this until the whole page is completely filled with colour. And then it looks like the way artists depict the gases, the colours of the gases in outer space, when we see those cosmic artworks. And this is where I'd start bringing in some black. If you find that it's not spreading, you can take the spray gun and add a little bit more. Because what we want is a marriage where you put the two colours together. You don't put the colours on top, but the two colours together. And because it's wet, it's going to move, it's going to travel, and there you can actually see it doing there. This actually reminds me of the technique that the Japanese use with the Japanese inks called suminagashi, which some of you have done with me in the past. Again, I'm just going to spray that a little bit more. And then when you've got the whole painting complete and you're satisfied with the technique, put it on the drying rack and then go back to creating your parabola. I'm going to continue that, but this is the effect that we're looking for. I'm going to have it complete for our lesson. You can see when I've got it finished. Now it's your turn, boys and girls.